Hi, Comedy Jonah.
Hey, I got my camera to work finally.
Yay, I love when your camera works.
I was looking all kind of grainy in the last show, but I'm here. I'm clear. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it. Let's shimmy and shake. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm surprised nobody has said, Eric, the intro says BB23 recap show. It does, everyone. This show is for 3 weeks. It takes me 3 weeks to make an intro. Just pretend like it said Celebrity BB. Okay?
Right.
It's
Just
a
pretend.
sexy It's a sexy intro. We spent a lot of time making it. We need a little more use out of it. Love it. Now, what did you say to me before the show started, John?
Listen, I forgot to comment on the last show, but then, of course, when I saw episode 4, I believe, and Carson wore his sparkly jean shirt again, I'm like, God, I really love that shirt.
Well, I am glad, and I would like to tell you happy late birthday, John. Hold on. I don't have the shirt for you. However, if anybody was going to get the shirt, I know it would be you. I also freaked out about the shirt and I told everyone I wanted it. I even tweeted out how much I wanted it. And I would like to point out it's my birthday in a week and a half. It's $1,000, John. That is an $1,000 shirt.
Who makes it?
Oh gosh, I could tell you, but it is some designer.
Wow.
I feel like, oh my goodness, I don't know if they were to reply to my tweet or what. I'll tell you before the show ends who makes it. Oh, D Square 2. D Square 2.
My
D Square 2. It's over an $1,000 shirt.
Wow.
But I want it. Now, let me just ask you
What a
this.
bargain.
Can we just get our own denim shirt and then like puff paint it with glitter?
Oh my God. We should have that as a challenge, and then we have to wear them on the last Celebrity Big Brother show that we do.
Let's do that. It'll be a craft project. I love it. Okay, that's a great idea. So for the finale recap show, we both have to wear our homemade denim sparkle shirts.
At least I'm not in drag, but yes, I think we
This is
should.
easy. It's a shirt, John. This will be an easy challenge.
Listen, you saw my drag. You saw my eyelashes on backwards. I'm
Yeah.
not the most coordinated gay, but
Well, let me tell you that Chastity over in chat is saying, Eric, it was on sale for $1,000. It's normally 1,700.
oh my gosh, I just love it. It just, even like, my spouse was walking by, doesn't even watch Big Brother, and he was like, "Oh wow, that's a great shirt. Look how it looks on camera." I'm like, "I know."
That is what my hub said too. And I was
No.
just like, I need this shirt.
Yeah, it
All
is
right.
just, even every way he turned, it just sparkled perfectly. They were just perfectly on there. I don't know if
They,
they're in embroidered in there or whatever the designers are calling it, but it was just fabulous.
Somebody needs to tweet me the shirt during this show so that I can pull it up for people who might not
Yeah.
know what we're talking about with the shirt. Okay, so yeah, we need to make the shirt. I love that. We will wear it for the last episode. I think this is absolutely genius. You are not allowed to cheat and go buy the actual shirt because I know that that's something you would do. You must make it yourself.
What if myself and my husband made it?
Sure, but just to be clear, you have to make it with items you have purchased to recreate it. You can't be like, oh, I made the trip to the store and bought it, or I made the purchase and bought it. You have to
Or
physically use supplies to recreate it.
or I can't like buy it and then you see the receipt hanging out my neck, so I can
No,
return it.
No, you can't do that. No. No. So if anybody knows any tips on how I can recreate that shirt, make sure that you tell me so that I can, beat John in this contest.
I'm looking on Amazon.
You're looking, you can't look at the Amazon right now. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about since where we left off on the last episode. Although I lied. Let's not talk about it yet, because let me not be so OCD and just finish this train of thought. Here you go. Here's the shirt. So, I mean, I feel like it's not doing it justice in the zoom. You're really not seeing any of the sparkle to it, but I promise you it is very sparkly. And get ready for it. The price at the current moment, the price of the shirt is $1,029.
Is that like on eBay? What is that?
No, nobody tell him where it is. He's gonna buy the shirt for this challenge. No one tell him where you find it. We're not cheating. You're not allowed to. Where is it from? I don't know. Rachel will message you. Rachel is the one that sent me the photo of it. I'm sure she will forward it along to you. It looks like, I don't know. She just sent me the photo, but I'll send it to you after. We got to talk, Big Brother.
We got to talk, Big Brother.
Although I just would like to point out one last point from GHY in chat. D Squared is 2 designers from Canada in their late 50s.
Yeah.
Well, then they should give us the shirt for free. We're 2 gays and John is in his late 50s. Early 50s.
Early. Very early.
Very early. Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
I like it so much. Yeah, I love it. I can just wear it to Palm Springs. I can do all. Yeah.
I think we like it. I think we like it. Okay, so, where we left off on our last show, of course, you can watch them back here in the YouTube channel. And, by the way, make sure that wherever you guys are watching, you're following, liking, subscribing, so you're keeping up with everything that we're doing. And, of course, sharing. These shows are a great way to support them. And you also know, tweet us. Tweet us using hashtag YRRLive during the episode, or really whenever you want. If you want your questions to be used on this show, or you just want to interact with us during the episode. Now, John, what's her face left? Teddi. She's gone. We haven't heard from her. No one knows where she is. She's hiding. She's dying of embarrassment. She's clearly not taking accountability of her loss.
Well, that's no way to get her on the show.
I mean, hi, Teddi. I hope that you make it into doing your exit interview soon.
I just think she needs a little bit of a break. I think she wants to see how she was kind of edited, and I would be the same way. So I think before you can take accountability, you need all the information. And I see from watching Housewives and now Big Brother with Teddi, I think that's kind of what she's doing. I need all the information too. So I'm still with Teddi.
All right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still with Teddi too. I'm just saying, Teddi is gone and we have moved on to a Chris Kirkpatrick HOA train.
I mean, Chris did amazing during that Rotten Potato, especially on the balance one, right? It just went so far. He finally got it, and it was amazing. And I was really happy for him, even though, I'm not so team Misha and Todrick anymore. I don't know if it was the edit this show, but I was just she's being a little aggressive. So when Kirkpatrick won, I was happy, but I didn't know why I was happy. And then as the episode was unfolding, I knew why I was happy, because he was making it his own HOH and not hers.
I love the way Misha reads comp instructions. She's like, "Okay, now house guests, you're gonna start with a potato. Just one potato. Don't roll the potato any further.
One at a time. Go to
One at a
each
time."
rotten potato and pick up a potato and roll the potato. Roll the potato and then buzz in. Then go to the.
She is like like, I'm sorry, girl. You have been hit in the head too many times. You have been concussed too many times. You have been concussed one too many times.
Concussed. I'm going to use that for the rest of the day. Concussed.
I just want her at the end. I expect her to be like, and roll the potato. Hooked on phonics worked for me.
You know what was shocking about the way she was reading that is in her job, and she's coming out, and she's got to have flair, right? She's got her look, the aids that she's doing. She knows what flair is. So it's like,
yes.
Are you just having an off day? Did you have your coffee yet? Like, why were you just not, because you knew your HOH was going away? Are you upset about that? Do you need a little vitamin D to rub in your skin? Like, what's happening?
Well, she is. If you've watched the live feeds for the moments a day that you can actually watch them, I like when they're like, you can watch the live feeds 24/7. And I'm like, you mean like 1/7? Because I don't know, it's 24. But she's a leader of the, she wants vitamin D. She's very upset that they don't have yard time and that when they do get to be out there, it's covered in tarps. She's not happy.
No. And it's reflecting in her announcer duties.
They should let someone else do it. What are you, speaking of announcer duties, are you liking how every time Chris Kirkpatrick is in the DR, we have to have NSYNC puns?
Everybody, right? Like, Misha constantly saying, I guess we're not in sync this week. Total puns. I like it, though. I don't mind. I think it's hilarious.
Well, Heather in the chat pointed out to me, which I don't know how I didn't notice it, and now I can't not notice it. They recorded Chris saying, yeah, like the Backstreet Boys. So every time someone in their DR mentions NSYNC or being in sync, you then have the voiceover of Chris Kirkpatrick going, yeah, because, that they would have to pay a lot of money for that otherwise. They were very smart to have him do that.
Yeah, no.
That was a good one, production. I like that you did that. But yeah, I mean, I was happy with the Chris Kirkpatrick win. Like you said, he's gonna do his own thing this week, and right before when we were doing the last episode, we talked about how he was going to go after Mirai and how he was going to try and keep both sides of the house happy. And you asked why. And that was right. We were right. It was because he wanted to keep both sides of the house happy. He wants to play his own game. He's enough of a Big Brother super fan that he knows, I don't need to do your dirty work on my HOH.
Right. And keeping both of the sides go after each other while he sits back. Yeah. That is so smart. I thought his nominations were super smart. Not really any blood on his hands. I don't really talk game with you two. No offense. You guys are lovely people. And I'm going to give you a chance to save yourself. And that's all I can really do in this game to kind of keep my hands, blood free. And he did. And I thought it was smart. I'm really liking his game.
Yeah, I really like his game too. And he's smarter in a way than, even Todrick is being, who I would call the same level of super fan as him. I mean, I guess he didn't, adopt all the Cookout, but he's still a very big, Chris Kirkpatrick's a very big fan, but he understands. I kind of see the Cynthia and the Carson being more liked, that is he's willing to work with them in a way that Todrick isn't. I just think he's playing production. You know, we always say to win this game, you have to play America, play production, and play the house. I think Chris Kirkpatrick is doing that way better than Todrick is, because Todrick is being painted as the villain, so he's not winning America. We
No.
know he's not winning social media because the Big Brother fans are not happy. And, you know, I think production probably loves him for the drama, but
He is fun to watch. His drama's fun. But, you know, again, like you were saying, you know, a couple days ago, when did we do it? Saturday, that he is playing a little too hard. And now his game's kind of exposed, right? We learned that Cynthia and Carson, it's completely exposed, right? We learned with the voting in their alliance, Shayna's, you know, voted with the House. So, you know, they're kind of an island on their own now. But, you know, Todrick really, everybody knows where he stands now, right? He was playing everybody in all of these different alliances, formations done, and now the lines have been drawn, and we know it. And I think it's, again, so smart for Kirkpatrick to be like, okay, Shane and I are over here. You guys go and fight your own battle, and we're going to sit over here. And whoever's left, then we will go from there.
did you did you like the Rotten Potatoes competition? Did you, you know, go ahead.
I liked it for Chris Kattan.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I liked it for Chris Kattan. And when Chris did the first one and buzzed in and lost his footing, you know, I mean, it's bad, right? I mean, we're humans. We like all the videos online, people falling down the stairs, people falling.
No, I don't.
I was laughing. You do too, because you're evil. And I was like giggling, but then I was like, oh my gosh, no, don't fall. I don't want you to have another injury. Like, Chris just, I just want to wrap him in bubble wrap. He makes me nervous because I just don't want him to be hurt, and I love him. I think he's a wonderful little soul.
I mean, my heart breaks for him. I mean, not to jump ahead, but I mean, because it is also a little bit funny. You know, we saw him basically ask to be voted out last night. And the House was like, no, thank you, you can stay. But we know from the live feeds, the reason he's saying that is he is in so much pain from his injuries. His back is killing him. The beds are not supportive for him. My heart really breaks for him knowing the way my hubs is with those same injuries. And it's so sad. And I don't understand why CBS is not accommodating him either. It's a little disheartening to me. Like, for example, they got a special bed for Lamar because of his size, his height. Yeah. So he was so why are we not accommodating Chris Kattan and his, you know, disability? I wouldn't call Lamar's height a disability, right. But I mean,
would Chris be sleeping more if he had a more comfortable bed? I mean, he's sleeping quite a bit already, and they kind of want him to participate in the game.
But I mean, it makes sense. Anybody out there who has chronic pain or chronic illness, you know, sleeping is the only time you get not to be in pain.
Right.
So, I mean, I understand why it's just heartbreaking. I mean, I just feel like he should have not have been.
Well, you know, too. And then we had the whole segment with him getting up late at night and again, stumbling around, which I was just like,
and he fell over and hit his head.
I know. Fell over like Carson. I mean, it was just, and then we hear Carson narrating. It's just really dark, guys. It's really, put a light on his forehead with a strap. Do you know what I mean? Like, let's think of something. But then everybody was like, that cake's supposed to be for the house, said Lamar. Let him have the damn cake. My gosh. Who cares? Poor guy's in pain. He can barely do the comps. He's the sweetest soul. And all he wants is some cake. Let him have the cake.
I mean, yeah. Well, no. He could make his own thing of cake. Here's my biggest complaint in life. I cannot stand when people complain about something and don't do anything about it. So, like, if they were all really upset about him and this cake, they should have, like, said, okay, we're not mad. We're going to cut you off your own thing. We're going to wrap it in tinfoil for you. We're going to leave it on the counter for you. This is your little snack tray on the counter, and put the other cake to the side. If it's really that big of a problem for all of you.
Put it on his nightstand. Like,
Yeah.
you don't even have to get up. Like, we'll just get you a big fork and you can just lay there and just scoop it in. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, I have to say, watching that whole segment, and I think I tweeted it out while it was happening. Someone, I think, in chat said it. But basically, it was like, this segment is being brought to you by Ambien. Like, it's very clear that is an Ambien-induced sleepwalking or some drug pill for pain or whatever they're giving him. I don't think he's really that much in his right mind there, perhaps.
yeah.
Think we've all been there before if you've had the Amazon ordering from Ambien or just we blame it on Ambien.
The Amazon, you get like a subscription order of Ambien?
No, like there are a lot of people who legitimately get they sleep order on Amazon and blame it on Amazon. Yeah. I blame it on Ambien. A words are hard.
A words are hard.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's really tough to see. And I really thought they might vote him out, but you know, kind of what we were listening to just before the episode last night ended, that, you know, Mariah was so emotional that everybody was just like, and they said the last 2 weeks she has been so emotional. So, I mean, even though Chris Kattan isn't really participating too much, everybody sees he's having a tough issue. Mariah was everybody's choice. And even Misha and Todrick voted with the House, so...
I want to play a fun game called How Old Is She? How old do you think Mariah is?
23.
Now, I will tell you, 23 is the age that CBS has listed on her bio. Mm-hmm. However, it is wrong. She's 28. I was like, what? Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm in love with her and I want to marry her. But like, you're 28? She just doesn't act 28 to me. I'm just surprised is all.
She doesn't act 28 at all when she kept saying in her exit interview that I'm the youngest person in the house.
Nobody likes me. I was so ostracized. I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either.
It almost seems like somebody, Todrick, told her what to say when she was going out there. Yeah. Like, mention the cookout and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So, yeah. She's gone. Bye. I loved her. She was beautiful. She was pretty to look at. And I have to say, I loved what they did this episode as well. I almost want this to be the standard for all Big Brother shows now. I love that we're watching the POV competition happen live. Oh,
I loved it too. I was just like, I was doing so good in the beginning with the Marry Me, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't see them anymore. Like, I got the first two right, and then I was cracking up that Kirkpatrick wasn't getting any of them.
Okay, but he was throwing it. You understand he was throwing it.
I know, but it was obvious. It was just like,
and it was so bad, his acting. So I think I tweeted out his acting, his singing clearly greater than his acting, because he was literally like this. Oh no!
Not again.
My eyes. It was like he was literally playing to the balcony. My eyes. I can't see.
We saw Todd Bridges make a comment in his DR that he was trying to throw the rotten potato, and he was buzzing in 4. All right, I'll go to the next one. We're like, that's not convincing at all, Todd.
Yeah, you're not doing great.
3. I'm going to go to the last. Yeah, I mean, It was hilarious. The throwing is always so hilarious. But yes, I love the POV live. I thought it was amazing. Um, but yeah, Shayna won. She beat Todrick.
Shayna won.
Yeah.
And it was very interesting because Shayna is someone who was pushing Chris really hard these past few days
Mm-hmm.
to put up a Todrick or a Misha, get them out since, they're being the way that they are. I thought there was a chance she might use the POV in hopes that it would get, a Todrick on the block. But I can tell you, I do think, and it's a question that I hope we get to ask Chris Kirkpatrick or someone will, had Mirai won that POV and removed herself,
Right.
I would love to know who he would have put up. And again, it's also after the fact, so we'll never know the truth. It's very easy for him now to say Todrick. But I would love to know which way he would have went had Mirai had won that POV.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he would have ever put up Misha. He's just
I
too.
think he would have put up Todrick.
I think he would have put up Todrick. He's too fanboy over Misha, still, I believe.
That's true.
Even though Misha was again and again just Carson, he has to leave. And like, she's obsessed with Carson. It's just like,
They're
oh,
so obsessed. And I love how Todrick in his DR is like, we're just trying to give Chris Kirkpatrick other ideas of what he could be doing. So, like, there's not really a lot of pressure. I also didn't understand when Todrick was like, I just love Mirai, and I really hope she stays. I'm like, where in the holy hell is the flashback to literally 2 days ago when he's the reason she's the fucking target? You put the giant target on her, and now you're like, I hope she stays. What weird game are you, Todrick? Seriously, I don't know who advised you on how to play this game, but it is so bad.
the cookout.
So bad. Well, it's clearly the cookout. Todrick, you need to know the cookout's game plan worked because there was so many of them working together. You can't employ each strategy they had on your own. It's not gonna work.
You cannot morph into 5 other people.
You have
And
no
I do
protection.
that game too. Yeah, we see you. We see you. You
Yeah, we
know?
see.
Yeah,
Well,
it doesn't make any sense.
Courtney says Todrick just wants airtime. You know what? That is a good point. Maybe he just wants
Yeah.
to be seen. It is smart. It is definitely smart. Can we also talk about his shirts for 1 second, since this is a very shirty episode?
Yeah.
Why does he not like backs on his shirts?
He's hot.
Is it hot? You're kind of over in that part of the country. Is it really
Well,
hot over there?
LA's hotter. LA's in the desert, so you've got that dry desert. So yeah,
I'm just like,
it's
there's a lot of back.
hot in
All
the
of
valley.
his shirts are just backless. Like, I've heard of, crop tops. I've heard of crotchless pants. I've heard of a lot of things. This is the first time I've really witnessed these backless shirts.
Right. No, they're very interesting. I've never seen high heel Crocs before, and I thought that was
Also
interesting.
$1,000.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, it's very whimsical, gay, airy,
I mean,
fair.
I think it's fashion for him. I think but look,
Yeah,
don't get me wrong. If we could make that be a thing, I'm all for it. I don't know why I'm poo-pooing it. My back is my best feature. I don't have, the back fat. There's no real muscle you need to show off there. If you had to show my front, it looks like, chocolate chip cookies melting. I don't know. But like my back, great. If we can make that a thing where like it's sexy to just have your back hanging out all the time, I'd be like, hi boys. Hi.
no,
Shoulder.
I have the back fat, the pandemic back fat. I think Mine would just be my legs. I would just be in hot shorts, hot pants all the time.
Well,
Like,
then there you go. I mean,
doesn't
we
matter
just
how my weight fluctuates. My legs and my butt just look amazing.
all right. Well, then there we go. That's what we need. We need to embrace Todrick's fashion for our own selves.
Yeah, you and I need to walk into a room like if we ever do the Big Brother Canada videos. And I will be in hot pants and you will be in a
And I'll be wearing a backless shirt. I'll be like, oh my god, is it hot in
big
here?
hats. I'll be wearing Croc heels with my hot pants. And we're like, U.S. is here.
You should wear the Croc high heels, your hot pants, and your homemade blue sparkle shirt.
Yeah.
Just be like, USA in the house.
Hey, we are here.
Todrick themed outfit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. I still don't understand what Todrick is doing. I get that he's playing the game. I get you need to play the game. But look at how Chris Kirkpatrick is doing it versus how Todrick is doing it. And not for nothing, again, I will say, Todrick is going against the people in the franchises which pay him and he makes his living. It doesn't make sense for you to publicly on television be going so hard for Carson. And I know he thinks after the show he's going to be able to be like, oh, Carson, it was just a game.
Just a game.
But
no,
but it
there's
was just
some underlying stuff with that. I mean, look how Carson's reacting to it, right? And look how Carson's reacting to everything else. You know, he's putting a funny spin on it. He's hilarious. He's just like, okay, Cynthia and I are all by ourselves. You know what I mean? Not once do we hear, oh, we got to go after Todrick. Nothing like that.
No.
So Carson's playing a very smart game. And I love that Kirkpatrick was open, you know, because Cynthia and Carson thought they were in danger a little bit, right? And after that conversation with all three of them and Kirkpatrick, they were just like, you know, yeah, he's not going to nominate. You guys aren't threats to me. And I love the way he played his HOH this week.
I mean, it's just very clear to me. I mean, maybe not very clear to me. I have to say, I think everything that I am saying so far this season is mainly based on the episodes. It's very hard without really getting any live feeds for any length of time this season. Mm-hmm. Although, again, check out our @BB Live Updaters on Twitter if you want the updates for when those feeds are on. So, like, I don't really know. I just think, like, let's say if you and I went into that house, I feel like we would be talking a whole hell of a lot more than Carson and, you know, Todrick are, which makes me think, are they not really friends in real life? Do they not really like each other? Did they make an agreement before they went in, like, look, people might know us from the show. We need to never be seen, but you know, but I feel like if that was the thing, they would tell us that in the DR, and they haven't. So, like, I don't know. There's something weird with this dynamic between them two.
I think they don't get along. And I think,
I don't
you know,
either.
if you look at them on RuPaul's Drag Race, it's not like they're interacting a whole bunch anyway, right? I mean, the only time they really see each other is on the judges panel if Todrick's not choreographing the girls, right? So I don't know if there's a whole lot of love there. And so I think maybe this could be just carrying it over from that because Todrick is just out for Carson. And, you know, and I understand. I mean, he would be his biggest threat. Carson has the social game. Carson won that challenge. Yeah, he's kind of a one-trick pony at the moment with challenges, but he could be a two-trick pony. We don't know. But to go after him so soon, and again, it doesn't.
Well, Debbie Dawn in the chat brings up a good point and says Carson has the upper hand outside of the house, and he knows that. It could very well be that too. Carson is like, I don't need to concern myself with the opinion of, you know, people below me, of the Todricks, of the TikTok dancers. I'm gonna go back to my mansion and all my designer clothes, and you can go back to your TikToks, I believe they're called.
When Carson was on Queer Eye for the Streetcar, what was Todrick, 13? I mean, Carson's an OG. He doesn't. She doesn't have anything to prove except just
Yeah.
how fabulous she is, and she's doing that.
And did you see her shirtless on that episode? I'm like, oh my God, when
Cynthia?
Carson. No, not Cynthia shirtless, Carson.
I said with Cynthia later.
Oh, wait, I thought you said no, Cynthia? Like, no, I don't think Cynthia was letting it all hang out for the show. But yeah, with Cynthia, I'm just like, you go get it, Carson. All right, you get it. You in your 50s and you look better than I do.
Yeah, but Carson's got what is it, like pimples or scars on the neck? Like there's a few shots of the neck.
Oh, well, that's where they pull you back for a facelift, isn't it?
Well, there's circles. So I don't know if they're vampire bites or like moles. He just had some moles removed from his neck.
Could be. Could be all those things. I need some moles removed.
That's when I had some. They left a mark for a while. So I'm like, did you get some moles removed before you went to the Big Brother house? But good for you because, yeah, shirtless, talking, confident.
Lost.
Like 58? Yeah.
50, yeah. Lost in the chat says, we're watching Carson Kressley and Eric is watching Carson Caress Me. No, I'm not attracted to I'm just saying, look at him.
No, we are attracted on his confidence.
Yeah, I think he's a great representative for,
Absolutely.
you know, our community. Carson is,
right.
I believe.
And if I need a bitchy queen at the club, then I'm going to sit next to Todrick.
100%. I also loved how when Cynthia comes out for the potato challenge and she goes, oh boy, I guess I have to win this for us. And I went, oh boy, well, we all know you're not. Is the competition do nothing?
She started off really well.
And she's back to Cynthia up.
What I don't understand about the rotten potato competition, and it started with Todrick, and it was like, okay, before Kirkpatrick, there was somebody else, I forgot. And they were doing the thing, and then they would buzz in 10 seconds before their time runs out, even though his score was lower. It's like, just keep doing it. Who cares if you get a 0 at this point? Just keep doing it until, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me either.
It wasn't making any sense, and a few of them did it. Shayna did it, and I'm just like, why are you even buzzing in? You're 40 points away from something.
Do we like Shayna? I mean, I feel like we didn't talk about her last episode. I don't even know what she's from. I don't care for her. I don't know why Chris Kirkpatrick trusts her.
She was either dating or married to Travis Barker, who's a drummer for
Blink-182.
Blink-182, who's now dating Kourtney Kardashian, and they have kids together. And I think she was even with Tommy Lee for a little bit. So she's one of those kind of Pamela Anderson folks.
Okay.
I know. I know. I knew who everybody was except for Misha, and the ice skater.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Sorry. Her and Misha are two people that I'm like, can go. And Todd Todd Bridges, although people are telling me that Todd Bridges is creating a little bit of drama on the live feeds. Personally, I'm not seeing it.
Snoring doesn't count.
I am not seeing it. Heather in chat says TMZ has just showed Shayna's boyfriend shopping for an engagement ring he plans to propose when she gets out of the house.
Yeah, no, I don't mind her gameplay at this moment. I think she aligned herself early. It was day 2 with Kirkpatrick. I think she's, I think they're both as a duo doing a good job. She won the POV, so she's just not all talk. I think she's doing pretty well with her gameplay.
I mean, here's the thing. We'll see how she does this next week if her alliance is not in power.
Hmm.
I just feel a player that does what she did, and again, this is only 2 days ago. It's not like we're dealing in weeks of time like a normal Big Brother season. So it was just a day or two ago that she was up in that HOH room being like, I'll give you my firstborn. I can ask someone to take out a second mortgage on my house. I'll give you that money. Like, she was literally selling her soul in the HOH room 2 days ago. It makes me think she will sell out Chris Kirkpatrick in a second.
Listen, we got to listen to the details. We got to listen to everything that she said. She said, I will be an informant for the formation. I will do this. I will do that. She never mentioned Kirkpatrick. She never mentioned their alliance on day 2. So she was pretty selective with that. And all she was
True.
trying to do was get Misha to buy it. And Misha did.
That's true. She accomplished her goal. So, I
Because
mean,
Kirkpatrick was never in formation. So yeah, I'll do the formation. I will sacrifice this because I have Kirkpatrick, and now I've got this strong alpha female on top of me that I need to get her off of me. And she did it.
yeah, I just can't wait to this coming up week to see
Yeah.
what is going to happen. It'll
Mhm.
be interesting to know what information is going to come out as this week unfolds. Todd said he lost 13 pounds thanks to doing the paleo diet. Play-Doh? I thought he just said he stopped drinking soda in the house. Oh, he lost it. He said he lost it at 13 thanks to Dana Plato. I don't know what that is. Who's Dana Plato?
Dana
You mean his virginity?
She's the sister on Different Strokes that died of an
Oh,
overdose.
really?
She had a substance problem. Is that how he lost it? Because he was into substances? What are we saying here?
Yeah, what are we saying here? Do we mean lost it, or are we saying lost it?
He lost weight due to substance use. What are we saying? Because I've lost weight with substance use before, so around that same time.
Oh, he said that on the live feeds. We're losing. We're only losing it because, I mean, are we allowed to talk about the new HOH? We are. There's no real
Well,
spoil. I mean, would you want?
One little
Yeah.
comment. I mean, we're not getting any Big Brother slop.
No, it's celebrities. Kidding me?
You could sprinkle some granola in it and some blueberries.
Yeah. I don't. I can't remember if we have had nots on celebrity. It's
No,
amazing how I don't remember anything about celebrity. The previous ones. I don't think we did. I don't remember it. I don't remember having them. But then again, I don't remember 2 evictions a week either.
I don't remember that, which I am kind of liking this. But I remember I didn't have a job and I wasn't really doing well in real estate. So I had all this time to I had my iPad with me with my earbuds, and I was constantly watching the feeds. And it was the Ross Matthews season. And so I had so much fun with that. And then every time it seems like I try to get the feeds when I use my Roku on the Paramount Plus.
Links below. They're not.
We're not getting endorsement.
not.
They're just never on. I just kind of give up. But
That's how
yeah,
I feel.
But we can definitely talk about the new HOH. I don't know who it is.
Okay, well then let's guess, John. Who do you think the new HOH is? Who would you want it to be?
Chris Kattan.
It is not Chris Kattan. Who would you not want it to be?
Misha.
Because that's who it is.
Are you kidding me again?
Again. So
Carson is in danger. Girl, you in danger, girl.
Carson and Cynthia are in a lot of danger right now. A lot of danger, which is bad. And here's the thing. I really have done a 180, a 360 would bring you back where you started. So I'm going to doing a 180 where I used to be the person who used to be like production manipulation, screaming it from the rooftops. I don't think production interferes with the game anymore. Like, I really don't think they are. So, like, in a way that I'm like, I want them to make sure Carson
Yeah,
and Cynthia are gonna stay. I don't have high hopes for that happening. They let Teddy go.
they let Teddy go. Yeah. No, I don't. And gosh, if one of them win, I mean, I would hope that Misha would at least nominate them and let them play the veto. I mean, is there any, what are we seeing on the feeds? Is there any kind of heart with there, or is she just going to backdoor Carson?
Well, I mean, I think the real thing here is how are we getting the winner of this show? Because they're being sent home. It doesn't seem fair to me that they would be allowed to watch from home and then vote. So is this going to be America is voting for the winner?
Oh no, Julie said it last. You'll be here for the vote to Mariah last night.
You'll be here for the vote. I
See
mean,
you
that
back
just
here
doesn't
for the
seem,
vote.
it doesn't seem to be fair to me that they would be allowed to go home and watch it. But you know what? Either way, it's still kind of the same thing. So Misha is playing a bad game either way. Whether we as America are seeing it or the jury is getting to watch it as part of America, it's a bad gameplay on her end going after the likable people.
Yeah,
They're
'cause,
not
I
a
mean,
threat to you.
I mean, could she win? Who could Misha sit next to win the game? Todrick? Because now you got villain and villain.
Yeah, that is true. The season 1 they were allowed to watch, and
Yeah.
that's why Raw and
So
that's
they're
why
allowed to
Ross
watch.
lost.
They come back and vote, and the only person Misha could have a chance against is Todrick. But then I think they would vote Todrick over her. I think at the end of the day, if they watch back episodes and then keep up with the show until the last finale, I think the edit that Misha's getting, they're not going to like her. They won't vote for her in unless they just like, it's a game and, she did the best. But I don't see celebrities doing that at all.
No, they're celebrities. They're going to do whatever their agent tells them to do, and I think their agent
and publicists. They're publicists.
They're going to do whatever their publicist, their agent, they're going to play it however they're told to play it for their career 100%. Okay. But I think the actual game players, like a Chris Kirkpatrick, a Todrick, I guess now a Shauna, I think they'll vote for gameplay. I want to hope.
Definitely Kirkpatrick. And I think Shauna too.
Well, but here's
if they get Cynthia out, I don't know about Cynthia.
Well, I mean, here's what you said. You were like, oh, is they gonna give him a chance to fight? How are they gonna do it? Yada yada yada. I feel like my argument, if I'm Carson or Cynthia, is so you don't want us in the house because you think we're likable and we're winning things and we're working with people. Well, we're not working with anyone. We're on an island of our own. You have more people working with the both of you, and you've both won more competitions. So it's clear that physically, we're not a threat to either of your game, or more specifically, your game, Misha. And number two, if that really is the case, you now have a bigger target than we have. You want us to be here. You're going to if you think that people want us out and people don't like us, then you need us here as a shield for you. You've now won 2 HOHs. Chris has now won several competitions. You're the only ones who have done that. So if you think we're the next biggest threat in the house, you better not be getting rid of us.
Oh, I mean, whoever after the next nomination, or eviction, which is Friday, I mean, Lamar, I'd be talking to Lamar, Chris Kattan, Todd. Listen, she's going to be picking us off one by one until the end. Even though you guys are on the fence and I'm not in an alliance and I don't want to talk to anybody about alliance. Hello, it's Big Brother. Come on. Help us all out. We all need to kind of get get in an alignment, maybe not an alliance, Chris Kattan, but in alignment to go, we need to get this gal out, or she's going to get us all out. She's going to pick us off one by one.
And that's not, and I mean, yeah, but it's not going to work if Cynthia and Carson.
Whoever does it, and that's on their Big Brother resume at the end, yeah, that's big. That's big.
Well, yeah, at this point, whoever gets out Misha, that is going to be great for their resume, 100%.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, Chris Kirkpatrick wants them to fight each other. I'm calling him the winner, says Rod Carson. I would like a Chris Kirkpatrick win. I would like a Todrick win. I don't mean who I want. I'm saying I would be happy with a Chris Kirkpatrick. I would be happy with a Todrick. Who I would prefer would be a Carson win. I think that would be great.
I would love a Carson win. I would love a Kirkpatrick win. I'd be okay with a Todrick win. I need to see more what's going on. But yeah.
I mean, he's a super fan of the show. So regardless of how I feel about how he's playing, I would be happy for anyone who was a fan of this show to get to go play it and win. I would, of course, be happy for him, even if I didn't like I played. I would like that a lot better than, let's say, even a Chris Kattan win, who I love him as a person, but he doesn't know anything about this show. He's literally was pushed in here by his agent, and then if he just won, he's never gonna give back to Big Brother, be part of the community. None of that's ever happening.
No, I mean, you got a good signing bonus, you're getting a good weekly stipend, cash flow problems fixed, or a Lamar who, is pretty, is a celebrity. He's just there for endorsements. I mean, come on, there's nothing really, he doesn't really care either. So yeah, would you be happy with a Misha win?
No. I don't like her as a person, and I'm being a hypocrite. She should win. If the finale was tomorrow, she has a good argument to win. She's won the most HOHs. She's been very influential. She has gotten her way.
So we're saying that and we've said this, whether it's celebrity or not, it's a game, and you should vote for who's doing the best game, right? And then it's like... She's doing the
I don't like her.
Should she win? No, I don't like her.
No, I don't like her. Well, look, I mean, it's celebrity, so I really judge celebrity way different than I judge other things. And so do the fans, by the way, because if it was a real season, we would be calling for Kattan's head after asking to go home. I mean, fans do not like a Big Brother quitter, someone who wants to go home. And I mean, he's using his speech to be like, I'm ready to move on. Fans would have went after him so hard if, if this was a real season. But it's celebrity, so really, their job is just to entertain us.
True.
Their job is just to entertain us. I did, though, have to laugh looking at his face when Mirai got sent home, and he was just like, what? And notice how Julie didn't even try and trick him. Normally Julie's like, by a unanimous vote, Chris Kattan, you're safe. She was like, I'm not even gonna go that route, because he's just gonna hear his name, run to the door. It's gonna have to go to commercial to make him understand. Yeah, I'm going to the door.
Yeah, don't get up.
Do I get up now? I just love him. He's so adorable.
I do too. He's just,
Well, the feeds are down now. Shocker. We need to, they're going to be doing nominations soon. So again, make sure that you're following BB Live Updaters over on Twitter if you want to know what's going down when it's going down. Of course, I am live every single night from about 5 p.m. Eastern until about midnight. It's the Eric live feeds, and it's very loosey-goosey, but we talk a lot of Big Brother during them. And then I'm guessing John and I will be back then on Wednesday? Wednesday at noon or Thursday?
Well, the
I think.
eviction's Friday.
Oh, the eviction's not until Friday?
Yeah, because we've got Wednesday, we've got they're announcing
Oh,
the HOH, and then it's the veto, and then we've got the eviction on Friday, right? And it's like a
well,
2 hour.
let me put it to you this way. Whenever the next eviction is, John and I will be live the following day to talk all about what you missed. And then if we have time, so if that's Saturday, then I have a feeling if it's so early in the week right now, I might sneak one more show in. I might sneak one more live feed update show in, and then if John's around, you can join me. Because that would mean we're not doing another show until Saturday. I might be able to do one more show before Saturday.
Yeah, but that's what I remember hearing last night. So if I'm wrong, then whatever date is,
I mean,
we'll squeeze
that
in.
would be 2 a week. They're doing 2 a week. So if the two things are Monday and Friday, that would be 2 a week. It just seems really weird to do a really stretched out week and then basically a super tight week. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
Doesn't make any sense. But either way, we hope that you guys are enjoying these shows. And of course, you liking, subscribing, making sure that you are following is a great way to help support the shows. Of course, so is sharing the show. Maybe you know someone that you think might like it. Send this their way. Of course, tweet us during the episode or anytime over at Twitter using YRR Live. I am at Reality Recaps and John is at Comedy Jonah.
And I just want... Yeah, I'm sorry. You done?
Oh, I was just going to say, and don't forget, we have Canada starting in less than a month. I know everyone, it's like, we're in the middle of this, but really, I'm more preparing for Canada. That's starting very soon.
Yep, and I just want to shout out to everyone on the YouTube chat, Billy Jones, Cheryl, Debbie Dawn, and... JZM, thank you guys so much for chatting. I also want a special shout out for Rod Carson. You've been in my thoughts. I know you're recovering, and I've been kind of following your posts. So just sending you love and a speedy recovery.
Yes, we really hope that you have a speedy recovery, Rod Carson, and next time that you use protection. Dr. Hoohor, thanks for being the #1 fan over on YouTube.
Thank you.
I was trying to say it was an STD.
I know.
Okay. We'll see you guys all on the next show. Bye for now, everybody. Bye, friends.